This is a 2014 Ford Escape EcoBoost 1.6 liter turbo engine. This video is about these little fuses that live right here in front of the battery, inside a little hidden compartment. This is the cover that hides them from view, and you can just pop this right off to access the fuses. Now these fuses are known as mega fuses in the Ford world, and you find them in this car, the Escape. You also find them, I think, in Focus and Fusion and many other models. Now these fuses are notorious for having intermittent failures, and what this will do is it will cause your car to just die, or it could cause it to not start. This is the message you might get on the dash when one of these fuses starts to fail intermittently. You'll get an engine fault, service now, accompanied by the car won't start or the engine might just die. These are two of the original fuses. I've removed them already. And you can buy these from Ford. Ford makes it kind of difficult to buy these. You have to buy them in sets of 5, I think, or something like that. And they charge a pretty exorbitant price for these little fuses. Apparently the fuse that is the most likely to fail is this one furthest right. And I've replaced it already. I've also replaced the one right next to it. And I'm going to replace these remaining fuses too, just for good measure. These are the fuses that I replaced. There are 3 50 amp fuses, red, 1 60 amp fuse, yellow, 1 70 amp fuse, brown, and 1 100 amp fuse, black with blue. These fuses are known to the rest of the world as AMI Midi fuses, and you can buy them just incredibly cheap on Amazon and other sources online. And they're just fuses. You know, the original fuses from Ford are no good, so how much worse can these be? Okay, you get where I'm going with this? No reason to spend money on an original item that is known to be no good. Now, besides the fuses, you want to stock up on these little nuts that hold the fuses in place. And these are 5mm by 0.8mm pitch. The reason you want to get these is invariably one or more of these nuts, when you remove it, is going to fall down in here and you're never going to see it again. So just have a few ready at the same time as the fuses, and maybe you won't need them, but it's better to have them. I'm going to include links to all these items that I just mentioned in the video description, so you can stock up on them too. By the way, I did go to my local dealership, which is Jim Falk in Maui, to try to buy these fuses. And at first, the parts desk attendant acted all hurt, okay, in a certain bodily part, all hurt, that I didn't bring the VIN to inquire about fuses. Yeah, you need a VIN for fuses. You can't go by the model and year and engine and trim. You need a VIN just for fuses. So I went out, got the VIN, came back in. At that point they acted all hurt that they still couldn't find these fuses, and finally when they did find them, they told me that they would have to be special ordered and shipped in with an additional shipping fee, shipping charge. That's ridiculous. Okay, I've been trying to buy parts from this dealership for about 20 years, and they have never once had the part that I wanted in stock. Not once. You wonder how they operate their dealership with no consumable parts in stock. You really wonder. What a travesty. Thank you, Jim Falk of Maui. I have finished replacing all the fuses. And these replacements, they might not look identical, but They're rated the same, so functionally they're the same. I did buy some extra, so I have them on hand in the shop, because you never know when they're going to be needed. And they're just simply not available anywhere in my area. Here it is back together with the cover on. All the little snaps have snapped into place. In case you did not notice, I did this with the battery disconnected. I did disconnect the positive battery terminal very carefully. And it's always best to do that when working with fuses, other exposed electrical components, okay? I did not want to attempt to disconnect the negative ground, as that's just opening a whole nother can of worms. Better not done. That's it for this short informational video. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.